Hey, what's up? Take a look at this. 5 levels to the name. And that's not all. It gets higher. Anyway, the pain was calculated, but man, am I bad at math. This did not go as I imagined at all. The first blow was the fact that I, for some reason, thought that there was already this map grid system implemented at 1.6, but no, the grid system is implemented only at 1.8. So yeah, every map you make at this scale, it places you right at the middle. Therefore, I already gave up on the idea to make nice large map. Now the focus was shifted to just pre-generate all the land. The map was made only to confirm the places I have already generated, so that there wouldn't be any guessing and stuff. Got a small collection of horses here and 2 donkeys. Yeah, this is the first horse I got. Not only the first horse I got, but the very first horse I tamed. It was fast enough, and many horses after that were slow and not high jumpers, so yeah, that was pretty lucky. Looking for a horse was also quite a journey, but more on that later. So the way I approached this was that I placed some 2000 by 2000 boxes around, and then I filled out this missed spots with extra boxes, yeah, which then created these markers for me where I should make the maps in order to cover all of it. I believe those maps are not 2000 by 2000, but 2048 by 2048. So there's a little overlap. I gave up on the idea to make a large, nice map at the start, but once I was finished with the last piece, it made me sad that after all this work, what was it? The pure map making took me 30 hours. So after all that work, there was not going to be any nice result. I came up with the idea to take a screenshot of every map piece and combine them here. And this is the result of that. At least I have the full map here. Not in game, but at least here. There are some scuffed places, especially here where there was a difference in lighting. Took the screenshots in the same room, but I was a few blocks off from the torch, and that's the difference it made, and I didn't bother to fix it. So it seems that the first and the official map in the world will be no earlier than 1.8. this place looks like that there's been error, but no, that's the beta land right here. Interesting. This was the path I took to pre-generate these beta land chunks, and still we pre-generated a lot of area out of the border. This side I kind of understand because I was really close to the red border, but yeah, it kind of matched up with my previous drawings. Not drawings, but the path markers. I don't know if this is the error or just the way the map calculated in which color to display that pixel, because in each pixel there's one chunk, 16 by 16 blocks, and maybe that's why there's this place, because everything else is matching up pretty perfectly. Yeah, here you can see the Nas Lapis village on the map, and yeah, this is the No, this is not the Salzburg. This is the Lentora castle. But yeah, this is the Fellowship Forest. It's pretty weird to look at the land like this. I thought it was more solid, but it's it's more water than land almost. This beta land area. Swiss cheese. And also at parts it really seems that in a weird way the 1.0 land almost match up the beta 1.7.3 roll gen land. Almost different biomes, but like this place here, this beach, beta land starts over here, but the beach, yeah, almost completes it nicely. Weird. There are some places like this, and this is not beta, this is 1.0 and this is 1.6. The differences between 1.0 and 1.6 are in biomes. The coastlines are the same between two versions, but the biomes are different. Like this is also not a beta land, but 1.0, and this desert is 1.6. So yeah, a lot of weird places like these. Pretty satisfying to finally see what's actually going on in this land. Previously, it's just this. Gives an false sense that this land is solid and with nice coastlines and maybe some odd lakes here and there, but other than that, pretty solid land. And then, boom. An absolute Swiss cheese of a land. Yeah, also, the horses. I previously mentioned that there was a real difficulty to find horses. I visited this plane. I went where I went a lot of places. I went up up here, and then I crossed this this sea here. And it was at this place here where I found loads of horses. This is the place where I got the first horse, and pretty much every other horse that you saw. And this was at a stage where I didn't map out the land. I didn't know what it was, what it looked like. With the first horse, I went like this, and that was a pretty painful journey. On this map, it looks quite manageable. Maybe weird crossing here and stuff, but nah. All this time the reality was this. There were problems everywhere. But yeah, so there's a future plan for a giant bridge. I think it's around 400 blocks long. What else? It was around here, and down here. I found big herds of sheep, and pretty large number of those sheep were pink sheep. That's funny because these are the places I wanted to delete. This place, I don't know if it counts because I'm still on the fence if I want to do this or not. And looking at the land beneath it, I think I will not delete. This was supposed to be the place for a Badlands. I wanted to bring giant jungle into the world. These are the Badlands, yeah. And up here, I wanted to replace the snow biome with something else. And also this island here. Is it island? Not know the terms. The last version was that I would build the metropolis here, but when I was making these maps, I discovered something interesting. This island here, I never really explored it before I made the maps. Because when I came to Anikor, I went like this on the side. When I wanted to visit the place where I wanted to build the first metropolis here, I went over like this. And yeah, all this time I was walking around it. But once I had to map out this place, I went in. And man, this is a pretty cool place. It's plenty huge. It's the original beta version. And yeah, combining all these recent discoveries and events, the pink activists here and there, I'm really considering, I think I will not delete any chunks. I'm not going to touch this. Although they're not super huge, but these jungle spots here, also a pretty cool jungle spot here. This is definitely a place for a castle. I will build a future castle here. Yeah, I previously in previous episodes said that the world gen of 1.0 and 1.6 was boring, lame, except for the coastlines. But this project, this mapping project, proved me that, but no, there are plenty of cool places, plenty of nice, interesting places here in this relatively small continent. I think it's going to be a pretty cool story. To say that because of the pink sheep, I didn't delete these chunks. Speaking of these pink sheep, for this I will make another world with the same seed, just so I can use creative and teleport there. Okay, so this is the spawn area here. It looks a bit different because now it's in the 1.6 world gen, not in beta 1.7.3 world gen. So okay, let's go to the 0.7. So now we are far up on the north. Why is it not loading in? Ah, here. Here's the first one. There's the second one. Third one. Fourth one. Fifth. Sixth. I don't know if it's a sad fact, but apparently sheep spawn in packs. In this case, in a pack of 4. And as you can see, there's a pink sheep, a gray sheep, and 2 white sheep. And if you go around where you can find a pink sheep, you can find a gray sheep and 2 white sheep. And that's the same for all of these sheep packs. I don't know how it is in the newer versions, but apparently in this version, the rareness, the pink sheep rareness is when the pack is formed in that moment. Once the pack is established, that pack is copied a lot of times in what was it, in 32 by 32 chunk area. At first I was like, whoa, what, 1, 2, 3 sheeps, what are the odds and what not. But yeah, while making the maps I visited a lot of structures, and those structures had a lot of saddle. So yeah, because of that I could provide a saddle for each horse, and I have a lot of spare ones as well. But yeah, this is the original horse. It's pretty fast, for reference, I guess. Yeah. Not bad. It's a pretty high jumper as well. Yep. 3 blocks easily. These are 5. Yeah. No chance to get 5. Oh. These are all really, really good. But this last one, if I believe, if not this one, that this last one is a real monster. Okay, speed, not that crazy, but is this the high jumper? Yeah, this is the high jumper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, easy. 5 block. 5 block jumper. I believe I can add a half slab, and this one can climb it. Ah. This was the fast one. Yeah, this is pretty fast horse. Also a great jumper. Yeah, this is faster and jumps as high. Maybe even higher. Who knows? At some point I will have to make proper tests. And this one. I guess this was the fastest, but it's not a super great jumper. Yeah. Maybe 4 blocks, but definitely not 5. Maybe 3.5, I don't know. But yeah, these were the only 2 donkeys in that horse area. And these are not that... I don't know how fast a donkey can get. But yeah, not that super impressive. But I guess you don't use a donkey because of their speed, but because of that chest they're carrying. We could take a look at the Citadel place. I will take this one for this ride. When I updated to 1.0 and I could finally sprint, I didn't sprint for a while. I was so used to walking. I really didn't feel bothered. Then later, updating to 1.4, I was sprinting everywhere. I had to make sure I had a lot of food, but I was sprinting everywhere. Walking was not a pain, but yeah, I would rather sprint. And now with these horses, it's when you ride them for a while, it's extremely weird to come off and start walking. Everything is in super slow motion. It's weird. Okay, almost there. So yeah, this place here. At the map, it's this lake here that we're looking at. And I think I will try to fit the castle on here. So yeah, in previous episode I mentioned that I found some old drawings of my castle plans. So yep, here they are. This is a drawing from the past, the giant cinder block. I mean, I mean, for a castle, this is the most standardized look a castle can have. so yeah, I don't know why I'm ragging on this for being a giant cinder block. Most castles are like that. So yeah. Anyway, a pretty random room layout. I will probably change some of the layout to fit my purposes. So yeah, it's not going to be one-on-one authentic recreation of this drawing. So yeah, but I will try to incorporate as much as possible from these original drawings into the Citadel. But yeah, obviously there's a giant problem with scale, because if I'm going to set a scale for the main hall, the Great Hall, in a way, I want to make this Great Hall, for example, large and grand. The larger I make the Great Hall, the thicker the walls will be, and so on. So there's a giant problem with scale, as you can see. So I will have to rethink how I approach this. But yeah, this is the first floor, this is the second floor, the main hall, as you can see, copies over here. Also, the scanner was struggling with stairs, so I know where they are, but in this image, I guess it's not that noticeable, sadly. But yeah, there's a set of stairs here and here, and yeah, and there are 2 stairs here. So yeah, this is the second floor. This is the top of the castle, and on the top of the castle there's a palace here. So this is the first floor of the palace. I don't remember the original intent, but I guess it looks like it's meant to be a ballroom for guests of higher stature, maybe. This is the roof garden. You know me and wanting to put trees on top of castles. Yeah, and 2 towers here. This is going to be the larger tower, height-wise. Yeah, this is the second floor of the palace. And yeah, this tower will continue some few blocks higher, but yeah, there was no point of in drawing it higher, because you get the idea. But yeah, the palace ends here. This is the roof platform for the palace. This tower doesn't go any higher than that. And yeah, and this is the basement for the castle. I can't remember if these were supposed to be bedrooms for servants or jail cells. I guess by the looks of it, these are bedrooms for guards, and these are the jail cells, I guess. But yeah, weird if one of them breaks out of their cell. There's a pretty easy exit out of this. Yeah, I guess this place would be filled with guards. There would be guards here and there. Yeah, as I mentioned in previous episodes, I want to turn this citadel into some kind of museum, a place where I would bring unique items like the first wood tools from episode 1, and maps and books and yeah, and other stuff. And I will I would try to display them in these smaller rooms somehow. But yeah, as I said previously, maybe I will tear down like this wall, making this room bigger, and some other modifications just to serve my purposes. Obviously, I will not make this wall as thick as it is displayed here. That's crazy. That's impossibly a lot of stone. And I don't want to leave it hollow either. So yeah, I will need to think of something. Yeah, but that's in the future. Sorry this video took so long. This was quite something. At the end, of course, when you look at the full map, it's worth it. All the headaches because of the bugs everywhere. This was all worth it. But yeah, that was something. The anticipation to reach finally this 1.6, this 1.6 I wanted to start my series on. I wanted to stay on 1.6. This evolution idea came later because I wanted something from beta. I wanted something to from 1.6 and so on. And I was struggling to make up my mind to start to play on beta or play on 1.6 or just screw everything and just play the newer versions and stay there. It was later when I thought of this idea to go through all of these updates. And yeah, again, back on 1.6, I came really close to start the series on 1.6 and just stay there, really close. And man, how buggy this 1.6 version is. Extremely buggy in all sorts of ways. It really makes your single player world feel like you're playing on a multiplayer server, on a laggy multiplayer server. Horrible. Horrible experience. All around a giant mess of a version. Yeah. But I'm happy. If you're wondering, the world save file is not 2 or 3 gigabytes as I thought initially. The save file is just over 1 gigabyte, basically 1 gigabyte, which is honestly nice for this kind of size of land. But yeah, it's pretty nice finally seeing what's happening here. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching and see you in the future.